Do you have a long flight coming up? Maybe an overnighter, 10 hours, 12 hours. You land in a time zone where you want to go to bed and it's early morning. Well, I've got 10 tips for you. These are my tips. These work for me, and I'm going to share them with you. So stick around. Now, these are my tips. I've got some tips in here that people will disagree with, but this is what I use to survive. I've been on dozens, maybe over 100 of these types of flights, and I've learned that I have to follow these rules to survive and arrive in a good shape. So stick around. Here's rule number one. Have lots of entertainment options. You can download Netflix videos, movies on their website for free. At least you used to last time I checked. You could put them on your phone, download the Netflix phone app, download movies, videos, so you'll have something to watch. Also, download your favorite music. Don't just rely on the airplane music. Download your favorite tunes. I like a blues. I like a lot of blues, so I download some of my favorite blues albums and I listen to them constantly when I'm not watching a movie or a video. I would also recommend that you use noise canceling headsets. The airplane ones that they give you, they don't really work that well. I would invest, if you can, in a noise canceling headset. Noise canceling has a battery in it and it puts a little I've put them on when a baby right next to me was crying before, and they wipe out that noise. So I really love my noise canceling headsets. My second tip is to drink lots of water. You should do this so you feel better when you arrive. Fill up a jug. When you get to the gate, go fill up a jug. If you have a refillable jug, go buy a big bottle of water. I don't rely on airplane water. I like to bring my own water, so I'll bring a big bottle. I have a little collapsible jug that I fill up in one of those faucets that you see now in the lobbies. So drink lots of water. This will not only help you on the flight, but really it helps you the next day when you're landing at 8 a.m. and your body feels like it's midnight. Third suggestion I have is to do a lot of walking. Walk up and down the aisles every 75, 90 minutes. I like to get up, walk to the back of the plane, the front, the back, the front. Just walk around, stretch my arms, get everything moving. There's, what's that, thrombosis, that your muscles can react in a wrong way, and it could be a serious injury. So I don't know what that's called. Deep vein thrombosis? I don't know. Whatever. But I get up and I walk a lot. I walk all the time. The other suggestion I have is to take your shoes off. Now, your feet swell up because of the pressure in the airplane. Your feet will swell up. So it'll be hard to put those shoes back on at the end of the flight. But I feel so much better when my shoes are off and I can lay back in the chair and just move my toes around. So take your shoes off. Another tip is to bring lots of clothes. Bring lots of warm clothes. You want to bring a jacket. You want to bring a blanket, maybe, just something that you can put on, peel off, sweater. I like to wear a knit cap. This is kind of my hat that I take with me all the time, but I like to wear a knit cap. For some reason, when I pull that knit cap down around my ears, it just helps me to close my eyes. So bring layers, bring lots of layers. Another thing I try and do, and I'm really not successful at this, is to sleep. I can't sleep on airplanes. If I do, it might be for like 10 minutes or something, and then I wake up and I'm wide awake. But if you can sleep, obviously you want to. I can't handle sleeping pills. They dry my sinuses up, so I can't take a sleeping pill. But here's what I do with my next tip. I drink wine. And I know some people will tell you you should not drink alcohol on these long flights, but for me, a glass of wine helps me to relax. A second glass of wine may help me to go to sleep and get a little bit. So I don't follow that rule. When I get on the plane here on the West Coast and I'm flying to Europe or something, I'll have a couple glasses of wine and hopefully I can sleep for an hour or so. Another suggestion I have is to talk to the crew. Now, this is controversial because some of the crew, they don't want to talk, right? I mean, when they're working, and when they're not working, they're in the back and they're reading or looking at their phone or watching something. So they really don't want to talk. But occasionally you will find some flight attendants that are very chatty and very happy to talk to you. Interesting story, I was flying to Shanghai one time and I was talking with this flight attendant, very chatty, and I said I wanted to go to some flea markets, some swap meets, and buy some watches. She said, oh, I know just where to tell you to go. You know, she asked me the hotel. She said, take this bus or this cab or whatever. So I did. The next day I ran into her and she interpreted for me. She spoke Mandarin. She talked to the storekeepers. They all knew her because she visited them once a week or something. I got some great deal on some watches. We were chatting probably a half hour in the back of the plane. Turns out we went to the same church. So we ended up going, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, so. Another suggestion I have is to stretch in your seat. If you can't get up and walk, stretch. Just move around, move your legs, move your toes, move your feet. Stretch as well as you can. The 10th tip I have is dress appropriately. You don't want binding jeans. You don't want something that's tight. You don't want a tight belt. You want to be loose and just feeling free and laying in your chair, laying back and just putting that pillow and falling asleep. So those are my 10 tips. If I can give you an 11th one for free, it would be to choose your seat wisely. I know sometimes you can't, but I would pay extra to get an aisle seat or possibly a window seat. My first choice is an aisle because I like to be where I can get up and down, walk around. But on a long flight, a window's not bad either because you can put a pillow or a jacket or something and lean against the side of the airplane and fall asleep. I would not want a middle seat on a 10-hour flight to Europe. So if you can, pay a little extra, get that seat, move up to the front of the plane, get the seat of your choice. So those are my tips. Not everybody would agree with them, but those are my tips, and that's what works for me. So if you like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button. We're seniortrippers.com. We're going to produce videos 4, 5, 6 times a week on tips for seniors. If you're not a senior, you're welcome to listen in, join in. Maybe you just want to be a senior. Maybe you're jealous of this mustache I've got with the gray there. Yeah. Anyways, we're happy to have you here. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time. I'm Bobby Boomer, signing off.